This is going to be part 2 of the Trailblazer transmission install. Currently on my way to go get the transmission from the transmission shop. And there it is. Got this TransGo shift kit put in it. New pump, new torque converter, all new guts. It definitely was a... Oh, remember what the training guy said, it was a bad one. So I'm gonna go ahead and offload this thing and we'll start putting it in. So there's the transmission off the truck. Today we got to get some stuff prepped on the Trailblazer to get that thing put back in. Cross member, ordered one on eBay. FYI, those are discontinued. So get them, rebuild them, salvage them as you can. Also ordered up a new transmission mount, but don't need those two pieces to get the transmission up. Also got a new set of lines. So these lines, they run from underneath here, and looks like they go up and then do like a whoop curvature. And if you look in the little hole here where the fuel or the oil filter is, they come down and they go back through there. Power steering, and then they kind of come through here, and this is where I whoosh, hi-ya, cut them. So those lines are going to be fun to fish out. Clean off that oil dipstick tube before it goes in, but just kind of get everything up, prepped out of the way. So in addition to getting that line taken care of, I also have, where are you, feller? Not the one in my face here. One of these lines had, oh, here it is. I gotta get the old neutral safety switch out. I guess it's like glued in. I knew that from the white clip right there that was glued in, but guy at the training shop just said take a bunch of heat and heat it up. So I need to do that, get the training lines figured out, figure out if I want to mess with these fuel lines or not, because as you can see, they're right here kind of rusted and probably not the best condition. So that is where we stand currently. Don't you love working on transmissions under a car? Well, here's where I'm at. Considering all these lines are weaved through here, and you know, they kind of go all the way through back in here, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt, and I still got to flush out the oil cooler transmission part of that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy an external transmission cooler and do like what I did on Bert, take the front end off, mount it somewhere in there, and just run some rubber lines. A little different, I'm inside the house. Doing an unboxing video. Woo! I got my cross member, I believe, in. So hopefully this thing is what we need. Evil Bay, you know, used parts. Apparently this thing is discontinued, so let's see what we get. Well, definitely not new, but way much more better than the one that I had. So that'll work. Let's get this puppy installed. My parts finally arrived. Been waiting on transmission cooler lines for some time. That's kind of what's been holding up the whole show, just because of the area. Finally got them in. Hopefully they're the right ones. The other thing I did get was this box, yep, right there, which is my transmission cooler, because the cooler for the normal setup here, I'm not going to use. I'm going to use this aftermarket one. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to get back after it. All right, listen. I know what I said about leaving the lines there and all, but I'm not going to. I don't like half-assing stuff, so I'm snipping them off. You might say, well, why don't you just get on that little quick connect there and take off the C-clip and just disconnect the line? And then I'd reply back to, what the heck do you think I've been doing? It don't really work out. It's corroded up, seized up, put some penetrating oil on it, use training fluid, and it's not coming undone. So the line back to the tranny is already junk. I got the new line, so I'm just gonna cut them and then take them off when they're out of the vehicle. So that's where I'm at. I got one line off. You saw me doing the other one. Transmission's unhooked, drip drying, and kind of debating on if I'm gonna replumb it into the tranny. I know I said I wasn't going to, but it might be easier for me just to clean it out than I thought. So all right, here's where we're at. The new lines are ran through, surprisingly easier than what I thought. I just went ahead and put new fittings on, and the hose that came with my tranny cooler here, I got it just temporarily in here. I think that's probably going to be its permanent home though, just kind of really centered, and then the lines just run down and in. That's all I'm going to run for the tranny. Separate unit, but yeah, we'll make it work. Do need to get some padding or some bushings or something in there. Comes with some, but that screw might puncture the condenser and that won't be good. But I like using these, I think they're fuel filter or fuel pressure, high pressure fuel filter, whatever, clamps. They seem to clamp a little bit nicer. That one's actually a little pinch. I got to redo that one. And maybe I'll just redo it. But yeah, they work out a little bit nicer. All right, listen. Crunch time. I got 24 hours to get this thing back together. I already got the transmission bolted up. Missing, I think, 1 or 2 bolts I still got to put in. Underneath, bolted up to the block of the engine. I just got done installing the cooler and the lines, and those are all done. I think I had it in another part of the video, but it's secured now. That's what I was doing. I was securing it. So it's all secured. You know, use the quality zip ties. So we got to get scooting on this thing. Of course, on our list, we got quite a few things going on here. Need that. Tires. We're going to have to probably ride it out. I do have the other ones. Not going to have time to get them mounted, though. So, no go on those. Not going to worry about the AC. It's wintertime. That's done. Sure. We'll quick check it. We ain't going to do that. Sure. Oh, so all we got left is get the transmission in. Simple enough, you think. No, not really. So, I got to finish hooking up the dipstick tube. Got to torque-late all the bell housing bolts and start plugging everything back in. Transfer case. Plug that in. Axles. Hook those up. Fill it up with training fluid. Got a lot to do. All right, here's some updated is transmission in, front drive shaft in, transfer case in, rear drive shaft in. Look, we got a drip. Shocking. I'm gonna have to change that out. I should have changed it out while I was out, but I didn't. Oh, so we're on to, I probably should have done some linkage stuff, make sure it was all good to go, but yep, it's all good to go. The cross member from here to here, and then install the little thing from here to the mount, and then we put fluid in it and we go. Ready, go. So I can't find my mount that I strategically placed, you know, in this general area for my new mount. So I guess we're just going to use, you know, the old mount here. Yeah. Great. So here is chapter 12, section 3.9, whatever. This is, I know, more than engineers at GM. So, the transmission mount, can't really see. You can see it if I just point the camera right. Goes up into this little crevasse up here, and it's got a little bracket to hold up the exhaust. Well, you can't much do hardly anything without this little piece right here, finagling it and trying to bust that through there, try to get through that little hole. Because if you get in here, let me get right in there, you can see how tight like a tiger it is. It don't work that well. So you know what I did? I just zip that little affer off, and here we go. So, yes. All right. All buttoned back up. Cross member training support. I got the little fuel blah blah thinger there, this little boxy thing. I think it's a charcoal canister. It's back together. I had to do some GM engineering on the hoses. They're a little, or the pipes, they're a little close to the exhaust. Got everything buttoned up here. Now it's time, hook the battery up. Fingers crossed. Fire this guy up. Or girl, maybe it's a girl. You gotta name it. And check for leaks. My theory, my thinking is the leaks that we're going to experience, dipstick tube, because I don't think I really got a good yeet into getting that down. And by yeet, I mean I didn't really get in there other than lining it up, putting the transmission in to make sure it was seated properly. Could I do it now? Could, but I'm not going to. Also worried about leaking off the top of those new lines, top of the transmission, because why wouldn't they? I mean, only the hardest part of this transmission rebuild was those freaking lines. And then, of course, the cooler on the front. So, yeah. Oh, and then making sure that I actually hook the transmission back up right. Those are my concerns. I got plenty of fluid. Though. So we're gonna open one up, and we're gonna pour some in to start. So the guy said he already had 6 quarts in it. Buy 6 quarts. It's a gallon. Got 4 quarts in it. High mileage. Probably shouldn't have got high mileage because it's a rebuilt transmission, but whatever. We'll just pour it down the throat gap. We'll put that much in to start. Let's see what kind of leaks we got, if any. Let's see if it's making it in. I don't see any. It's a good start. Okay. Moment of truth. Start this guy up. Girl. Make sure it's in park. Started. See any leaks so far. Let's see if this thing's in 2-wheel drive, which it is. The brake. Got reverse, kind of hit something. Nothing. Go ahead, shut her down. Put some more fluid in it because I'm guessing it's really low. Really low. Check right here. No. Pipage up front. Are we leaking up there? No. Nothing down there. All right. Let's fill her up some more and see what happens. There's something going on. We getting leaks going on? So I dumped the rest of this in there. So we got a gallon in there. Ah, yes, kind of what I figured. I'd have something. There's a nice puddle. Where are you coming from, buddy? Who knows? Here we are. It's out of the garage. It moved. Had to add a bunch of fluid. We got reverse. First test ride. See if we die or we're leaking anything. Let's see. So far, no puddles. That dipstick tube was an issue, but we got no puddles now. Had to unbolt it and rebolt it in. Make sure we're good to go. Yeah. Just gonna go around the block just to make sure we don't have any significant issues here. I think I'm gonna have to add some air to the tires. All right, well, we got drive. Well, sorry for the lack of light, kind of had to do some things here. Adding some more fluid to Trailblazer. It's running great. I do have to fix that fan issue that I got with it. Seems to kick in and out, but all in all, it's running great. Shifting through all the gears. 4-wheel drive works. Yeah, I can't complain. So I guess in closing, I would say if you guys plan on doing a transmission swap in your garage on the floor, it's doable with some hand tools. If we got air tools, even better. Best thing I could suggest for tool wise to get is an extension that's like the 2-foot long one, and then a transmission jack. If you already got those things, you're golden. If you don't have them, Harbor Freight has the transmission jack I use. It was 130 bucks. I got it now. It's great. It's, you know, that's what I learned doing all these projects, is if I don't have the right tool, I've been able to get the tools, buy the tools, and then I got them for my next project. So just some food for thought. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Installation on a 4L60E transmission in a 2003 Trailblazer. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. If not, what are you missing? You're missing out on stuff. So thanks, guys. See you later.